6-year-old Abby and her 9-year-old brother Derege haven't been attending classes. The government closed their school 3 months ago at the start of a crackdown on protests. We were here in January, days after the children's mother had been shot through the neck during a demonstration. Despite eventually receiving medical treatment, she died a couple of weeks ago.
The little girl cries and keeps asking where her mother is. We feel her pain. The older one cried when his mother was shot and died, but now it seems he understands that she's gone.
The Oromo are Ethiopia's largest ethnic group. Ethiopia has an ethnically based federal system that gives a degree of self-rule to the Oromo people. But the Oromo opposition, some of whose members have been arrested and detained, says the system has been corrupted by the ruling party. The protests were sparked by the government's so-called integrated development plan, a plan that it said aims at spreading and increasing development and infrastructure out of Addis into the surrounding Oromia region. But the Oromo people have had long-standing issues with the government for decades now, cultural, political, economic. And they say it's these issues that are not being addressed.
These are people representing...
Morera Godina is an Oromo politician who says his community deserves equal opportunity.
In terms of politics, high marginalization. In terms of the economy, again marginalization. In terms of cultural rising, including language, high marginalization. Until the Oromos get their proper place in this country, I don't think it is going to go. In fact, the problem is the government wants to rule in the old way. People are resisting to be ruled in the old way.
The protests have come at a time when Ethiopia has enjoyed stability and sustained economic growth in recent years. Analysts say the government is afraid that civil unrest may be exploited by armed groups like Al-Shabaab from neighbouring Somalia. It has repeatedly accused the Eritrean government of stirring the unrest. The two countries have still not signed a peace agreement, despite the war they fought ending 16 years ago.
There is a need for forums, public forums for consultation, for debate on public policy issues, for expression of different views.
It's promised.
The government says it's listening.
And of course further consultations are being made and will be made with the people to address not only the issue of master plan, which is only a smokescreen, but to address the underlying problems.
For Kenna's family, their daughter and mother was a victim of a government that has broken many promises before. Stratford, Al Jazeera, Wolonkomi, Ethiopia.